What's up, guys? Jordan Schumacher here. And in the last week, I've gotten this question from a couple people actually. And the question is, how do I track the ROI from digital ads to offline businesses, right? So these people, whether they're managing ads for a client or they just have a business that's offline, they're running digital ads and that business does not sell anything online. And so they're trying to attribute an ROI from that ad spend actually to offline sales. And it's never going to be perfect, right? Just because there's a huge disconnect between what happens online and what happens offline, but it's actually not as difficult as a lot of people think. So I'm going to give you a couple different examples. So let's say that you're a restaurant, right? Restaurant, bar and grill, whatever, and you are running advertising, promoting a twofers on beer or something. So there's a couple different ways that you can actually attribute these sales to, or the lift in sales rather, to the promotion that you ran online. So one way, which is probably the most complicated and least accurate, is just to simply compare you just come up with a baseline number of sales or like baseline traffic that you get to your restaurant, baseline revenue that your restaurant brings in on a given Wednesday night, and then run this promotion online, and whatever that lift is, whatever that delta is between the lift in sales and then the baseline sales, you can reliably attribute that to the digital advertising. That's not the most accurate way to do it, but that is one way to do it. Another way to do it, which is the most accurate, is to create some sort of a coupon code, either require people to bring in a physical coupon that once they see the ad, they can click on it and they can either download it or they can put in their email and it sends them an email. Personally, I prefer that because not only do you capture their email address, which you can use later, but it also, just the fact that they're getting a coupon sent to their email is almost like a more tangible reminder of like, hey, this promotion's going on and you should come in. Just kind of the whole theory of micro commitments, and once people like take action towards something, they're much more likely to follow through. So if they take action towards the coupon, they're much more likely to actually show up, but I digress. Anyways, you give them a coupon that they physically have to bring in to the store. Alternatively, you could have them like take a screenshot of the coupon on their phone. That would also work. But basically, in your point of sale system for the restaurant, you just code in a button specific to this campaign, and then at the end of the night or the end of the week, whenever the promotion ends, the manager just logs into the point of sale, runs a report, sees how many of those coupons were actually entered into the point of sale system, and then you have your results there. You have your conversions. That's very cut and dry. For non-coupon based like transactions, sales that do happen offline, there's also call tracking. There's tons of call tracking companies out there. This is especially popular for AdWords. But basically what call tracking services do, there's a few different ways that they're set up. But a very popular way is to essentially give you a unique phone number for a given ad, and then that phone number still routes to your normal phone number, so nothing changes to you or your sales reps or your customer service reps, anyone on the phone. They don't know anything different. Your customers don't know anything different. But basically, you have a number of different phone numbers that you place on each ad, so that you can attribute, okay, so all of these phone calls actually did come directly from this ad, and not just an organic Google search result or the phone book or anything like that. And so basically, when you're trying to attribute sales to an offline store, you have to get a little creative with it, right? You're not going to be able to use the Facebook pixel to determine if someone goes and buys a beer during a buy one get one free promotion, right? But if you can get a little creative with it, it's actually really, really easy to attribute the ROI of advertising to an offline store. You can either use, like I said, you can either use coupons, or you can use things like call tracking. There's many ways to do that. If you don't want people to have to bring coupons into your store, you can just require them to download it to their phone, and then you can track the number of downloads from your website, and that's another way to get a pretty close approximation of that. So anyways, I hope this was helpful. If you found value, I would ask you to please subscribe to the video. Check out my other ones. There's a lot of great content there. And if you're not already, you should join our free Facebook group, Marketers or Founders Only, found on Facebook, as the name would suggest. And it's a great group. We add a lot of value. People are posting in there every day. Free to join. If you're not a member, you should be. Take it easy.